Hi guys, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be so for real right now. I already filmed this video and I edited it, and then I looked back at the intro clip and I was like, the lighting is different from every other clip in the whole video, and it annoyed me so much. You don't care. We are doing how many 5-star books can I read / how many 5-star books can I find on this video. I don't really know what I'm gonna name it yet. I'm not that far. There were many 5-star books in this video. I don't know why I had such a good reading week, but yeah, I would say let's just get right into it. Let's not do a lot of chit chat, love. Let's just get into it. Hope you enjoy. It is a bit later. I ended up doing some work, which go me, but now it's reading time. It is about 6:15 and I'm about to dig into It's Not Summer Without You. 60% left, about an hour and a half. Let's do this thing. It's my first time reading in my reading chair, I just realized. How exciting! Wow, exactly an hour and a half later, which makes no sense to me because I did have dinner in between, but I did just finish this. Let's just say the love triangle is finally triangling. That's a word. Having to digest this for sure. I love this book series so much. I feel like I need to buy the physical books, but I need to find copies that I actually like. I am going to go ahead and say 5 stars. It's just so good. Like, there's something about the way Jenny Han is able to describe settings and just the whole atmosphere of the book. Like, I'm just able to picture it so vividly, and that is all due to her writing style. I don't even like YA, but it is so good. It's also so wholesome. Like, there's not too much going on, but it still really just kind of reels you in. I'm just so happy. Wow, that was amazing. If you haven't read the Summer I Turned Pretty series yet, I really do recommend it so much. And I do think it's way better than the actual show. I watched the first 2 episodes or something, but I just love the book so much that I'm like, this is everything to me. Anyway, wow. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready for bed. Then maybe we'll pick and start the next book. Wow, I need to digest this first though. This was really good. Guess what? It just started to rain and I made a chamomile tea. If this isn't the most perfect evening ever, I don't know what is. Let's maybe discuss some of the books that I think are gonna be 5-star books. 7 Year Slip, probably gonna be awesome, but I'm wondering if I want to keep that for the fall time. Rule of Wolves, the last book in the Grishaverse. I don't want to read this because I don't want it to end. Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment series. I love Divine Rivals a lot and I read that pretty recently, so this could be good. Conditions of Will, which could be awesome, but I also... part of me doesn't want to start this until I finish the Magnolia Park series, so I could just read the last one in that series, but again, I don't want it to end. I've got A Study in Drowning, which when I read the back of this, it just seemed like the best book ever, but then since I have heard a few people say that it was slow for them, so now I'm like worried that it might not be a 5-star, so maybe I shouldn't read this. So hard to decide, honestly. I think what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna start Once Upon a Broken Heart. I was in the mood for it earlier when I picked it up at the bookstore, so I feel like I should just go for it right now. And I also haven't done Stephanie Garber before, so I feel like this will be a special moment. Y'all, I had to come sit on the ground because I'm so tired. I might fall asleep, but I really want to finish this. I can't wait to give you an update. So suspenseful, but I'm so tired. Oh my god. Let's finish this though. You guys weren't lying when you said this is awesome. It is a very sort of mythical fantasy. Like, it does give Greek mythology retelling, even though it's not, but I guess because it's about fates, which are kind of like gods in a way, it's reminiscent of that. Our main character, where do we begin? She goes to make a deal with one of the fates. Hermione is getting married to her stepsister and she's under the impression that he has been put under a love spell. So she goes and she strikes a deal with one of these fates. The story goes on from there. It's a lot of chaos. It's very twisty. What I loved about this was that it was so fast paced from the very beginning. Like, this is not a slow read by any means, which makes me think surely this is a 5-star. I didn't get like that 5-star feeling, but also I was at work thinking, oh my god, I can't wait to read. So maybe it is a 5-star. I feel like it is. I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Maybe I'm just like more willing to give out 5 stars because of this video, but the fact that I like just went through it so fast. I mean, today, oh my god, I woke up really early before my alarm because there was a loud noise and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, okay, let me read for a bit. And then I got so into it. This was me, by the way, this morning. Like, that's how far I was this morning. Maybe like this far. No, like this far, I'd say. Then by the time I was done reading in the morning, I was like halfway through. And then I was so keen on reading that I was like, actually, while I was doing my makeup, let me just listen to the audiobook, which I never ever do. I did try it once and I told you guys I don't like it, and then a lot of you recommended that I listen to my audiobooks on 2 times speed, and thank you for that. I finally did it. I never had the urge since, but today I was like, okay, I don't want to do anything but read, but since I had to do other things because I had to go to work, I listened to the audiobook and it was just so great. I really loved it, so thank you. And yeah, then I just was able to finish this a lot faster. This was really fun. The twist at the end was also really fun. I love the character growth. I mean, it wasn't crazy twisty, but it was like just a little bit. I really love it. My first ever Stephanie Garber book, and I love her writing style, and I think she's gonna become one of my fave authors because this was so much fun. Can't wait to read part 2. But right now, I think it's time to pick up our next read, just so I don't fall asleep and ruin my sleep schedule. But I'm thinking about what I want to do, and honestly, I'm really craving a thriller, which I have none of on my TBR right now. So I think we're gonna have to do a Kindle read. I don't have any thrillers that are like anticipated 5 stars in particular, but I do have one of my favorite thriller authors, and I've read only a few of her books. We're gonna read one of hers, and I'm gonna count that as 5-star anticipation because I do just assume that I'm gonna love the books, because I have so far loved every one of her books. The author in question is, of course, Lucinda Berry. I love. Oh, this sounds good. We're gonna do When She Returned. So a woman disappears and then she reappears. She's holding an infant. She's screaming for help, and they think that she's been abducted by a cult. There's more to the synopsis, but I don't want to read anymore. I think that already has me hooked. Hopefully this will keep me up for a bit so that I don't fall asleep too early. It's really good so far, but I'm only 20% in. I think I might fall asleep, so I think I should move to my bed. But I'm so cozy right now. I love this video idea. Whoever came up with this is a genius. This is such a fun vlog. So it's the next night and I just finished When She Returned. I also just washed my hair. Still damp anyway, but yeah, just finished this read. In fairness, I did have today off, so I was pretty much just reading all day, and I think it's another 5-star read. I can't believe it. But first of all, Lucinda Berry is like my favorite thriller author. This one was just so different to anything I've ever read before. Her books are usually pretty twisty. I mean, they're not like crazy. They're usually quite like the suspense builds over time. But the topics that she decides to write about, like the stories, are usually just really unique and like nothing I've read before, which I love. That's like my only requirement, is that it's new. I don't know. I hate feeling like I'm reading the same book over and over again. Freedom McFadden. So as I was saying, this one was really special because, like I said, what intrigued me was that it's essentially about a cult. And I have like a weird intrigue about cults, but I've never actually read a book on them. We got a real insight into the person that it was happening to, like the one who actually got like roped into joining the cult. And I thought that was so interesting to write and read about, and just like seeing her experiences and how she was justifying things. I don't know, it's just really, really interesting. Of course, it was super frustrating because it wasn't really relatable, but still, it's a fine line, and she did it really well. So if you're looking for something different, I recommend. I don't know if I'm just like giving out 5 stars left, right, and center because of the video, but these are also just really good books, and I think I know what I like. You know what I mean? I'm picking out good ones. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I feel like I've been binge reading books all week, so I think like I have to think about what I want to do. Okay. Now what? I think it's time to pick out my next read. I'm kind of like, I binged so many books the last few days. I'm kind of over it. What do I do have something that I think I could do that will prevent a slump, because I know I'm gonna eat it up, but it's a big commitment. Should I do this right now? I've been putting off finishing the Magnolia Park series for as long as I can remember, just because I hate finishing series. And I think it's a neurodivergent thing, but if I love something, if I'm obsessed with it, especially TV shows and stuff, I cannot finish them for the life of me. Like, for example, ever since I was in primary school, which, hey, I shouldn't have been watching this, I was obsessed with How I Met Your Mother, all throughout middle school as well, and then I never finished the show until last week. I always watched up until like the last few episodes of season 9 and then I stopped. Like, that is what I do with everything. So I know I have to commit and finish the series at some point. Should I do it now? But look how this is like a lot. It's heavy. I think it's time. I think I want to. I do miss them. I think we're gonna do it. I'm nervous. I'm not ready for an emotional roller coaster, but I think we're gonna do it. Okay, first page. First paragraph even. Henry being obsessed with Sudoku. He's just like me for real, and I've been saying that. Anyway. Oh, I miss them. This is awesome. Can't even see my face, y'all, but I'm smiling like a dummy and I'm maybe 3 pages in. Life is worth living. I've missed these fuckers. I can't wait. How y'all doing? Next day, I just got back from work, but I wanted to give you a bit of a reading update. I am this far, which isn't very far at all. Almost 200 pages. That's pretty good. And I just read, spoiler, but also not specific. This is like a non-specific spoiler. There was a funeral scene, which I just read, but I read that on the train. And trying not to cry on the train was very difficult. I kept having to do like dramatic stops and going like, but I just didn't want to, you know. This book is so good so far, but very heavy and dark and emotional, which I kind of expected because I heard that's what it is, but also thought it would be a different kind. I don't know, I had kind of different expectations, but I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna go ahead and like wind down a bit. I mean, I'm not really, I have a lot of editing to do tonight, even though I have to get ready for bed soon already and then go to work again tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna like read the next few nights and then update you guys once I have something to say. Guess what I did? I finished this. I did. The rumors are true. Look at this. 700 pages. It's obviously been a few days. I don't know when I last updated you. Maybe when I started, question mark? I don't really remember. Amazing and so hard to get through just because of how heavy it is. Like, this is really emotional, and I read this while I was on my period, which, hey, who thought that was a good idea? I'm gonna be honest, out of all the books that I read this week, I would have guessed that this would be my favorite, like, ahead of time. But here's the thing, it's just too heavy and too emotional for me to be like, oh, this was a 5-star. It just didn't give me that feeling of like, oh, I can't wait to pick it up again, because I was sometimes kind of like, oh my god, like, I don't know if I'm ready to be emotionally drained, but also every time I pick it up, I'm like reading 200 pages in one sitting. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Jessa Hastings, the only author that can make me do that, I fear. Love this book. Don't get me wrong. I love this book. It was a great ending to the series, but I was also glad once it was over. Sorry, I think it's just also because I am on my period that I was just like over crying. I was over crying. But yeah, phenomenal end, phenomenal book series. Will never shut up about it. I can't believe I'm done with it. Is this the last book? Are we getting a Daisy Hates book? I don't know. That was crazy. That was literally crazy. Honestly, all the books in this video were crazy because I can't believe I had so many 5-star reads. Like, nothing under 4-star is insane. I love doing this video. It was so fun only reading books that are 5 stars or that I assume to be 5 stars. It also made me like wonder, why don't I do this all the time? Like, why is that not my approach to reading, to only pick up books I think I'm gonna love? But in all honesty, there are just so many books where I'm like, I think I'm not gonna love this, but I want to read it anyway because my curiosity has been piqued, or I want to like it, or I don't know. You just gotta be open-minded, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you think you're not gonna like a book and then you love it. Other times it's the other way around. It's It's hard to put into words, but that's why I'm a reader and not an author. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I can really use it. Thanks. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.